Yes, I did know that. I hadn't done it this one. I probably should have. But yeah, I did notice that once you shoot them, they'll shoot you. The question is like, there's one where you're up on top of a hill. It's a wooded one. And they appear way down over there and way over here. And so if you're down on those two sides, the others get long-range shots before you're even on sensors. And sometimes you lose a building before you even get a shot at something. Whoops, I need to do this here. But this one seems to be pretty reasonable. And he's been doing work back here. Been doing work. These guys are... Let's get up. But really not... We must have taken most of the jump jets off this. Looks like we can run this way and then hop over the hill next turn. Yeah, I kept saying I shouldn't move him down there, and what did I do? I moved him down there. Now we got to try to get him back up. Looks like there's just the one guy, though. And it's a primitive wasp, and he might die there? Nope, not quite. But the APC did a chunk on him.
I'm here.
Can we punch him? Stay here. Can LRM still... How about there? There we go. That's not too bad. I love playing with the ranges, trying to get everything to match up. By the way, I did see a minus 2% roll is what it looked like I rolled at some point. So I'm not sure if it's supposed to be possible to roll negative numbers. But I did on one of my very first missions. So, well, I'm sure your percentages are much, much, much closer to the vanilla. It doesn't seem to be that we're running on a straight 100%. I haven't noticed it since then. But it does appear to be possible. Let's go ahead and grab this other Panther, because that gets us another mech, because we don't have any extra mechs at the moment. We have, what's the 8Z? No, we don't want that one. And then do we need anything here? Vehicle flamers, another C3 case. Good stuff. Mo SRM. What is... inflict damage, internal tandem charge, use a pair of explosives. Oh! Okay, well, let's give those a try. I do love all the different ammo types. I do love them. Maybe we'll throw those in something. So this should get us a 5th mech. So we're a little bit safe now. Hey, the counter actually says 5 people watching, so thank you guys. And the chat thing says I've got 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 users. 9 viewers. I have no idea. But thank you guys, I do appreciate it. It's definitely a lot more fun if I've got people to talk to. Alright, Mech Bay. What were those? I don't remember if those are SRMs or LRMs. Let's take a look at our Panther. Refit. Oh, awesome. That's good to know. I like to know that there's more stuff coming contract-wise. I think that's really, I think, gonna be the deal long term, at least for me. So they're SRM, and we've got the Artemis on this one. It is +2 accuracy. Well, maybe we'll wait on these. So I'm assuming that this one works. The first one just does your base damage, and the other explosion is like a high crit chance. Does that sound about right? I think we'll go with this right now since our gunnery is so bad. But all right, so for those of you that have not seen it yet, here on Battletech Advanced, it does not automatically build the mechs for you. So you can see we've got all 3 parts here, but we don't necessarily have to build it if we don't want to. So, and if we only had, say, 2 parts of this, we could use 1 of this. 1 ton of different ammo. Okay. We could do that. So we could do that. Say we have 3, maybe we don't want a CA, maybe it was that primitive one and we don't want to build it, but we want the points, so if we get 2 of this, we could use 1. You can do that. That's pretty cool. I'm actually fine with this one, so we're just going to go ahead and ready him up. We've got our 3 parts. We'll go there, and we'll throw that up, and now we've got our fallback mech here if we need it. And we'll go ahead and try TDM. We got, what's our heat efficiency? Could we... I think we could TDM halves damage and doubles crit chance. Okay, so yeah, essentially that's that. So if we wanted to, then we could maybe get rid of heat sink. I haven't really been running into trouble with heat on this. And then we can go with the other ammo. Once you're into structure. Okay. Good. Well, we will put one in here then, where we've got our case. You know, actually, I'm gonna keep our heatsink. We'll lose the 1 morale. No, we won't. E3. Says it weighs a ton. Doesn't appear to change anything. All right. I have a... Did we have the firing computer? Did we lose the firing computer? We had a... we lost it. I forgot to swap it out. We'll take it out for now. That's right. We had the Artemis and we lost it in that last round. That's what happened. It had one. It had the Artemis. It just got blown up. There's no bug. This mech got half of it destroyed and then the pilot punched out. So, no, it's been rebuilt. It just got broken. So don't worry about that. That's my fault, not yours. So we'll just swap that out. In fact, we can verify this really quickly by looking at the other one, because they're both CA. We can make sure that this one has the Artemis on it. This one does not? Oh, this has the SRM4. We swapped it. So you're still good. Here, let's go back here. Oh, you're catching up to me. Yeah, it says it weighs a ton, but it doesn't appear to weigh a ton. I'm sorry. I'm the lag is killing me, guys. All right. Well, we've got 2 days. We're going to go ahead and let our Panther repair here. Click that over, and then we'll go check XP on some guys. Look at that. We actually have a little bit of money in the bank again. What time is it? 1 o'clock. All right. I do have to go a little bit earlier than I had originally planned, guys. I had to pick somebody up at the train station at 3:30 my time. I wanted to go till about 4 my time, but it's only about 5 minutes away, so it's not like I got to go super early or anything. But yeah, we ejected from 2 mechs that mission. Undesirable, didn't we? We lost everything that one. So we've got another defend base. Are we feeling cocky now that we've got an extra mech? Do we want to do maybe an escort? Because things come at pretty manageable waves in an escort mission. It pays well, or we can go for decent salvage. If we jump up to here, we're still going to make 164 and have 3. I think that's what we do. We run our normal stuff. Everybody's happy except for the people that aren't happy. And we deploy. Oh! Research facility on Brockway has been under constant attack from Taurian forces from time. Rather than continue to risk lives, we are evacuating the non-combatants. Federated Sons will pay handsomely for a mercenary unit to protect them. Probably more than this, but we will save them anyway, because we're that type of person. Get them... Okay.
Good spot to work on a tan.
Let's get the fire starter up front there.
I'm here.
Guess we got to get everybody down there for the escorts. There's no point in hiding up here in the trees like I want to do. There we go. Is there nobody at? Nobody at the capture zone means we're going to have some extra weight. Potentially in the other waves.
No shooting, just running. Got it.
But I guess that means potentially better salvage.
All right, let's move.
I love trebuchets. All right, so if they're here, where might they? Not sure where we're evacuating them to. Guess we'll find out. Don't see anything super obvious.
On my way, double mark.
Ready for orders.
I'm gonna reserve him real fast. We'll move the other two up here. Oops.
Yes, Commander.
I'm hoping I'm not sure which direction we're going. Probably shouldn't get too far away, because they may be running that way. Okay, well that's fine.
Receiving you.
We'll put him here.
Full throttle.
Ready for orders. Aye, aye.
Okay. Now where do we have to go? Okay. Over here somewhere. Yep, we guessed wrong. Wow, that's okay.
Orders.
That is a long escort.
Standing by.
Somebody up there. We're gonna have to book it with the fire starter
Commander.
to get out in front of them. Okay, we'll be fine. As long as the Panther doesn't have to jump, he can run pretty far too.
Full throttle.
Ah, there we go. They're going to attack from that direction. Well, that's good. See, we planned that. We did that on purpose. We kept our mechs back here just for that. Okay, and we got somebody up there for the...
Yes, Commander.
Okay, so Panther, I'm going to kind of move to here. Get better with the PPC. No. Okay, so we may as well go here. Keep them in the trees. trigger the ally. Yeah. Oh wait, so in theory. Oh no. There we go. So when we click the ando, it's ammo. For those of you who haven't seen this, it goes to tandem. And then if there's different fire ones, you click. I guess we can click anywhere there. Click over here, maybe? I think that's what it is. Rex along the APC route before. Yeah, I was going to. I just didn't know where on this map they went, and we looked, and I just guessed wrong. I was thinking they were going up to the left on the hill instead of onto the right. So I tried to cheat it and then guessed wrong. So let's go ahead and let's see, what is that? Commando. Let's just see if we can do. Let's see, how much armor does he got there? 37. 37. Let's just do center mass and see if we just get lucky here. Take him out right away. So in theory now we could switch over to the tandem ones and blast through his but I think he's just going to die fast. And he's going to shoot at him. The hit percentages. Okay, yeah, exactly.
Ready for orders.
Get this guy up in front so that commando is not shooting these guys.
Roger.
Oh, that's about as expected, but now at least we've shot at him. He knows there's somebody else to kill now. Meanwhile, hopefully these guys will keep shooting at him. And he reserved. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I tried. I was trying to figure out if they were going to go this route up to here, or I was looking to see if there's like a landing pad. Instead, they went here, so. This one just had two I wasn't sure about. And because I don't really like escort missions, I don't play them a lot. So, all right. Well, we're going to do this and this.
Roger.
I actually hit him with one of the swarms. All right. They shot as well as I did at that commando. 4 evasion will definitely do that. Hey, Bloodydoves, does it take into account... I'm trying to remember back to my old actual tabletop Battletech days. Does it take into account the size of the mech shooting at this and the size of the target? So, for instance, if you're a heavy shooting at a light, you get a negative that you don't get if you're a light shooting at a light. Does that make sense? Is that included in the math in this? I don't even know if it's included in tabletop Battletech now, to be honest. But it seems to me that it used to be. Oh, hey, we've got multi-shot again. We will use it.
Engaging multiple targets.
I don't think I saw it in the tooltip, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Man, we shot pretty crappy actually there. We got one hit on the Jenner though.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Lighter mechs based on size. Yeah, but is it different? I know you get a negative for them being light, but is it a different negative based on the size you are? So if you're a light, say it's -2, but if you're a heavy, it would be -4, something like that. Okay. Did he go stomp on our Sleipnir, even though we shot at him? That bastard.
Yes! Give them everything you've got!
29. How close to Okay, we're going to move the Panther back. We'll take these. We got to start rotating maybe the bucket list up there. Make sure that we don't lose that guy. Oh, did I mess that up? Can I not see? Ah, I left my torso twisted the wrong way, darn it. That's okay. We'll just rain hell on this Jenner.
That's going to hurt.
Mech shooting doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure in tabletop it did. You know, there was like a chart or something, and you looked at a different line depending on the size you were. I think they should bring that back. I like that. You know, the theory is the little guys, their arms move a lot faster and easier. Twitch movements, there's a lot less inertia to deal with. They're going to be easier to bring on target quicker. Whereas the bigger mechs, you know, are just going to be slower to move. They're going to have trouble targeting the little guys. I mean, MWO doesn't have it built in, but I mean, as far as they have like torso twists and movement of arms and stuff, they have it built in. They don't build in the negative. They actually build in the movement issues with them. And it's definitely a thing. You know, optional rule. Okay, not part of the core. Perfect. Thank you, man. Anyway, it makes sense to me.
Reporting. Critical hit.
No, as we wait for him to finally... Okay. My second DFA attempt, by the way, Bloodydoves, the one I decided it was an actual legitimate bug. I jumped, destroyed both of my legs, hit the ground, and then the game just showed me lying there. That's how it locked up. You know, the tree's blowing and just zoomed in on my mech lying there with no legs. And he missed the DFA on top of that. It was in like a 90% chance. Missed it, destroyed both his legs, and then the game just stopped partway through the animation as I just lied there with no legs in the trees. It was really, really embarrassing. I was glad nobody watched it. I just kept rubbing it in.
I'm receiving you.
Let's do a multi-fire. Was it these guys? There we go.
Engaging multiple.
Yeah, I didn't... Oh my god, are our missiles supposed to hit the other faction? Oh, do not use missiles around your guys. Are those the swarms on the bucket list? I think our swarms accidentally shot the other guys. Be very careful with your missiles, guys. Pro tip. I guess because they count as another faction, the swarms automatically went after them. Whereas you can't accidentally kind of hit your guys on a missed shot. You can apparently hit your convoy. Interesting. There's this guy off here? Yeah, probably. Especially if I do a called shot. That should boost the chances up enough, and then we'll run the bucket list away. Oh, it is. Okay, just straight full friendly fire. Interesting. Do we want a commando? Not really, right? He's only got 2 health left there.
Engaging target.
Okay, well, I might have to play with that then. I kind of like the friendly fire, to be honest. I don't have an issue with it. I just means I won't be launching missiles into a melee attack anytime soon. Honestly, I don't know if it's intended, but I mean, let's be fair. I mean, the whole point of the swarms is that they're supposed to find a target, right? If they miss theirs. If there's other heat signatures around, it makes sense to me that that's how they would go, you know? So, intended or not, it makes it seems more accurate this way. Even if it's completely unintended. I like it.
On it.
In the town, the swarms they just destroyed buildings. You'd have, we were shooting at this Shadowhawk, and like one missile would hit the Shadowhawk and everything else would go after the buildings. So being around buildings really messes with them as well. So they're neat, but there definitely makes them more situational,
Copy that.
which is fine. I like that. It's more more tactical decisions to make. Of course, now the question is that we can get everybody up there and only have the fire starter left to defend them. And we don't have jump jets on this guy. Yeah, it makes you really think your loadouts as well. If you have, more situational type of stuff, there's always a drawback to something. You launch it into a group of them. They got, 2 or 3 guys sitting back there. On the ridge, you're going to hit with everything. But otherwise, you might hit buildings. You might hit friendlies. Good.
Ready for orders.
How about we put you in the trees right there?
Let's move.
And now the long, boring drive.
Standing by.
This is one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of this one. And there I am calling for bigger maps. But, that'd be a thing, having to keep these guys alive for a longer map. Or, just a longer run. With more options as far as spawn points for guys and where ambushes could be. And I'm interested in, if you have a map with 2 factions that you're fighting, right? So 2 separate factions that are hostile to each other. Do they share sensor data? Does the AI just say, yes, I have sensor data with somebody from the Op4? And so everybody on the Op4 gets access, gets told, hey, they're here, right? Oh, did he come running back? Interesting.
Confirmed.
Map tools are the wild-eyed dream. I guess I'm that wild-eyed fool then. I'm dreaming. I drank the Kool-Aid. See, because that's one of the things I'd like to see to get around. I hate it when one lance is there and you take one shot and everything collapses on you right away from everywhere, and they're right there. So the reinforcements half the time are there faster than the main force, and you end up fighting 8, and if it's an assassin mission, potentially 9 mechs, all of which may outweigh your lance, all at once, based on whatever. I've run into it a number of times actually at this point, where you just end up with all the lances on top of you at once, and there's nothing you can do. And I had a light medium lance, so like A55 and a 45 and a couple 50s, and I had one where I was up against 9 55s, and I'm sorry, 8 55s and 1 45. There's a Vindicator in there, and all of them were right there right away. I think the 2 share sensor data. I think you're right. That's my guess, but I don't know. Anyway, maybe I need to start hanging out on the official forums and ask developers hard questions like these. I don't really know these guys, though. The MWO guys, the Piranha. Piranha? Am I remembering that right? I've met most of them. I have some sort of relationship with them because of the launch tournament and then some NGNG stuff that I was part of, and including one of their tournaments, or their first conference, whatever we called it.
Receiving you.
But I don't know any of these guys.
Roger.
I'm receiving you.
All right.
Full throttle.
Almost done with this one. The slow drive there is there. That little APC in the back. He's like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? All right. Taurian forces up top. You could almost, on this map, send 2 people here to escort that way, and send your other 2 people here and just wrap them all the way around. Just keep going. And potentially be in place.